Taylor Swift merch is at a point now where if you Google Taylor Swift plus any item you can think of, you can likely find something to buy. Let me prove that to you. Taylor Swift belt buckle. Yes, you can buy that. Taylor Swift knife. Absolutely, you can buy that. How about a Taylor Swift inspired ashtray? Yes, you can buy that. So on this day of Taylor's Tortured Poets Department album release, I think we all need to take a good look in the mirror and ask ourselves, do we need all of this merch? Should all of this exist? Or has science and capitalism finally gone too far? So let's look at some of the most interesting Taylor Swift merch that I could find, and let's reason with one another about whether or not it's necessary. Maybe we'll find who Taylor truly is in the process. Maybe we'll even find who we really are in the process. Look, before we begin our journey, I need to disclose my personal opinion on Taylor Swift. So I'm going to say something now that's a little bit controversial. I like Taylor Swift.
Wow.
I think that some of her music is quite good music.
Wow.
And it is my personal opinion that she is a talented songwriter.
Wow.
Feels really good to get that off my chest. I know that I'm going to get some hate for that, but I just wanted to get it out there. That's how I feel. And to lead into the merch conversation, I think I also need to say this. I do not believe that Taylor Swift is Jesus Christ. In fact, she literally isn't Jesus. If you Google Taylor Swift in one tab and then you open a new tab and you Google Jesus in the other tab, you will quickly come to find out that they are in fact two different people. However, you shouldn't tell that to these candle makers. They made a patron saint candle out of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, and it says this, quote, patron saints of cuffing season. Now, obviously, I already know what cuffing season is because I don't just follow trends, I set them. And so I didn't have to Google that term at all or ask anybody younger than me to explain what that means. I already knew what that meant. In fact, I probably invented it. And frankly, if you had to look up what that term meant, it's really embarrassing and you should feel ashamed. But it doesn't really matter what it means. What really matters is this. Roman Catholics for a long time have made these weird, long, tall, glass, cylindrical, saint depicting candles. I honestly don't know why. I'm not Roman Catholic, but I assume it has something to do with worship and with prayer. And so here, again, we have the cultural phenomenon of seeing Taylor Swift as some kind of deity who can grant our wishes and just make our dreams come true. And if you think I'm being a little bit dramatic, you're like, well, you know, it's just a funny candle. Here's a picture of a t-shirt where they took the Roman Catholic image of Jesus, the classic one they use, and they just pasted Taylor Swift's face where Jesus's face usually is. And we see this in other merch too, just putting Taylor's face on anything, just a complete obsession with her face. For example, here is a blanket where her face is just completely all over the blanket. Here is a romper where her face is just all over the romper. Imagine somebody walking casually down the street toward you wearing this outfit. I mean, honestly, that would be pretty intimidating. I would probably cross to the other side of the street so I didn't have to walk directly by that person because I would be a little bit scared. You know, if I was an enforcer in some kind of mafia or mob, and I know what you're thinking, Connor, you're not already an enforcer in a mafia or mob? You have the perfect physique and the perfect moral demeanor to take on that job. And I know I've been putting my name out there and the mafia still hasn't called me back, but I am waiting on a call. And that's beside the point. If I ever become an enforcer in a mafia, which believe me, I plan to, I will be wearing this romper as I do my enforcing. I think that would be the scariest thing that my opponents could see as I come toward them. I need people to know that I mean business when they see me coming. Wait, no, actually, I don't think this is the item because I think people are going to be confused because there's so many faces, they don't know which one to look at. I think we need something more like this. Yeah, buddy. That is what we're wearing to do some enforcing. Can you imagine somebody coming at you wearing that? It's funny to imagine somebody in a grocery store is wearing this casually as they pick up produce. It's a little bit funnier to imagine that you go in to do your taxes with your CPA and they're asking you questions about your documentation while wearing this shirt as they file your taxes. But I think it's funniest to think that somebody like Dog the Bounty Hunter would do his bounty hunting in a shirt like this. Can you imagine how embarrassed you would be if you were arrested by a man wearing this shirt? That would ruin your life. But if you're not into wearing Taylor on your outfits, maybe you're into wearing the outfits that Taylor wears. And if so, I have a merch category for you. So you can't buy the actual outfit that she wore during one part of her Eras tour. No, you can't buy it, and you can't afford it even if you could buy it. However, you can buy a t-shirt that depicts an outfit that she wore during one part of the Eras tour. This is like Taylorception, and there's a bunch of these. So here's one, here's another one, here's another one. Oh, here's another one. I don't know where you wear this outfit. What could possibly make this okay to wear? Again, the best scenario that I can think of is Dog the Bounty Hunter wearing one of these doing his bounty hunting. I would be so embarrassed. I would probably explode from embarrassment if I got arrested by somebody who was wearing this shirt. And look, part of me gets it. It's funny, it's a little weird, but at the end of the day, we're all a little weird. We all have things that we're a little bit weird about, and people can like what they like and buy what they want to buy. That's fine. But here's where merch starts to go too far. And this is when I knew that I reached the bottom of the rabbit hole of Taylor Swift merch when I found this particular item of merch. So here it is. It's a bumper sticker that is very patriotic, and it has a soldier kneeling in front of a flag. But the text says, "The Communist Manifesto," in parentheses, Taylor's version. I just don't know what this could possibly mean. If I saw this bumper sticker on the road, on one hand, I wouldn't laugh at it. I don't find it funny. Nor would I be mad at it, because I don't really know if I should be mad at it or not. I would just be so confused as to what it means and why somebody would buy it. Let's analyze this bumper sticker together. There are three key elements to this bumper sticker that make it what it is. And the three key elements make sense on their own, but they do not make sense when you start putting them together. So the first element, we have a backdrop of the United States flag and a soldier kneeling with a gun. And that makes sense on a bumper sticker. There are a lot of people, there's a huge market of people who would buy a bumper sticker that has a United States flag and a soldier kneeling in front of it. Totally makes sense to me. But then we start adding elements. And so we add the second element. And the second element is this: the Communist Manifesto, on top of a picture of the American flag with a soldier kneeling in front of it. In case you didn't know, nobody has ever associated the American military and America with the Communist Manifesto. Nobody has ever thought that they are on good terms. The Communist Manifesto hates America, and America hates the Communist Manifesto. It's gone back for literally hundreds of years. But then they add a third element that just makes it even more confusing. Taylor's version, in parentheses. So in case you didn't know, Taylor is re-releasing all of her old studio albums, and she's re-releasing them as the original name and then Taylor's version as the new album name. And it's something to do with like the studios withholding money from her and her finally having the rights to the music, re-releasing it so she can make more money. Is this bumper sticker alleging that Taylor is the original author of the Communist Manifesto? Is she now re-releasing the Communist Manifesto, but her own version of it? Because when she originally released the Communist Manifesto, the studio wasn't paying her enough money, but now she can re-release it and get all the money that she deserves for writing the Communist Manifesto. But if that's the case, should she be doing that? Because doesn't that go against the entire point of the Communist Manifesto, making money for yourself? Shouldn't she want that money to go to the state? So you see what I'm saying? I think this is the most confusing merch for anybody I've ever seen, ever. I mean, who is the target market for this bumper sticker? Communist, patriotic, military, Taylor Swift fans? I'm not kidding. I think there might be 2 people in the world, max, who fit that entire description. Out of 7 billion people in the world, I think there is a target market for this bumper sticker of max 2 people. And let's say even if those 2 people found this bumper sticker and they were like, I'm going to buy that. That is $4.59 times 2 people. That is $9.18 of revenue for whoever created this bumper sticker. That's total potential revenue that the bumper sticker creator could make selling this product to his target market. Guys, I don't think the juice is worth the squeeze on this one. I think I would give this bumper sticker up and maybe pivot to something that's a little bit less weird and confusing. So despite weird merch items that just won't even get sold like that one, we now need to move into a category of merch items that actually inspired this video in the first place. As you know, when Taylor Swift started the Eras Tour, the entire world just went completely bananas. People were selling vital organs for a chance to sit in the nosebleed section of this stadium tour. Children were given up for adoption in order to get a glimpse of Taylor as she walked into the stadium. People were willingly laying down their lives in order to get a chance to see this concert in person. And this is where it just completely loses me as a casual fan. I don't get it. Again, I like Taylor Swift. I like her music. But you know what I wouldn't do? And what I don't understand why anybody would do is pay $55 for 50 pieces of confetti that fell during one of the concerts on the Eras Tour. I mean, someone literally picked up confetti off of a stadium floor, put it in a Ziploc bag, and now wants to charge you more than $1 a piece of this sticky, ketchup-stained stadium floor confetti from a concert that you didn't even go to. You know what else I wouldn't do and that I don't understand is paying $150 for a plastic rain poncho that's been used at one of her concerts. You didn't go to the concert, you didn't wear the poncho, somebody is going to sell you a poncho that you didn't wear from a concert that you didn't go to that probably smells like their BO for $150. Why would you do that? Why would you purchase this item? You know what else I wouldn't do? And what anybody who has ever been poor just completely does not understand. Pay $70 for a used concert ticket. Like a ticket stub. Like you're not going to the concert's already happened, somebody else already used this ticket, you can't redeem it for anything, and it is $70 for a stub, and you didn't even get to go to the concert. But the worst of all of it has to be this. A bag of air from one of the concerts on the stadium tour. Selling for $100. This has to be a joke. It is the only way that I can live with myself, and it is the only way that I can continue to live as a citizen of this nation. This has to be a joke. If this isn't a joke, our society should crumble. If this isn't a joke, we need an apocalypse. If someone is seriously selling this, not sarcastically, I don't know how much longer America has as a nation. If you're still watching this, I love you more than Swifties love Taylor, and that is very concerning. I'm actually really worried how much I love you. Comment if you found any other Taylor Swift merch that's just insane. I would love to check it out. I'm sure other people who have watched would love to see it as well. Please do like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Would appreciate any feedback you have for me. I'm enjoying making these videos. We'll see you next Friday. Thank you.